Hey, it's Joe, and welcome back to Humanfluence. Today, I want to talk about something real, raw, and deeply transformative: adversity. Life's challenges, the moments that bring us to our knees, often feel like chaos, like the universe conspiring against us. But what if I told you that the great problems we face, this great adversity, isn't here to destroy us, but to awaken us, to ignite the journey of the higher self, and in doing so, to unify what we've come to know as duality? It's through these struggles that we learn how to save ourselves. Adversity is the great teacher. No one asks for, but everyone needs. When life is easy, we stay comfortable, coasting in the shallow waters of our existence. But adversity, it drags us into the depths, forcing us to confront who we really are, exposing the cracks in our armor, the illusions we cling to, and the limits we place on ourselves. In that raw vulnerability, we find the doorway to the higher self, the part of us that transcends pain, fear, and doubt. Think of it like this: a diamond isn't formed without immense pressure, gold isn't purified without fire, and we as humans don't grow without challenges. Adversity strips away the surface layers, revealing the essence of who we are, pushing us to seek meaning, to ask deeper questions, and ultimately to reconnect with the higher self, the version of us that is connected to the divine, to purpose, to truth. In this life, we live in duality: light and dark, joy, sorrow, ego, and soul. The lower self, driven by fear, ego, and survival, often resists growth, clinging to comfort even when comfort feels suffocating. The higher self, on the other hand, seeks unity, purpose, and transcendence. But here's the paradox: the higher self cannot rise without pulling the lower self up. This is where the metaphor of fishers of men comes into play. In spiritual terms, we are both the fisher and the fish. The higher self acts as the fisher, reaching down into the depths of the lower self, into the pain, the ego, the fear, and pulling it upward. We don't reject the lower self, we integrate it, saving ourselves, which doesn't mean escaping duality, it means uniting it. We save ourselves by realizing that the darkness we face isn't separate from us. It's part of the whole. When we stop fighting the duality and start working with it, we find the unity we've been searching for. The higher self and the lower self are not enemies, they're partners in the journey to wholeness. Adversity forces us to confront the lower self, the part of us that doubts, fears, and clings to old narratives. In those moments, we have two choices: let the adversity consume us, or use it as fuel to rise. The beauty of it is that it leaves no middle ground. It demands action, growth, and transformation. But how do we do this? By seeking. Adversity begets seeking. When the external world falls apart, we turn inward. We begin to ask the questions that matter. Who am I? Why am I here? What can I learn from this pain? These questions are the keys to self-discovery, to the awakening of the higher self. And as we seek answers, we begin to see that the adversity was never here to destroy us. It was here to guide us. Once we begin to rise, something extraordinary happens. We become fishers of men, not just for others, but for ourselves. In the process of pulling our own lower self upward, we naturally extend that hand to others. Adversity teaches us empathy, compassion, and the understanding that everyone is fighting their own battles. It connects us in a way that transcends ego and individuality. When we save ourselves, we light a path for others. And as we pull others up, we solidify our own growth. The paradox of unity: saving ourselves, we save each other. The duality of existence, higher and lower, light and dark, begins to dissolve. as we recognize that we're all part of the same whole. Saving yourself doesn't mean waiting and waiting for external forces to rescue you. It means taking responsibility for your growth, even when the path is unclear. Acknowledge the adversity. Don't run from it. Face it. It's not your enemy, it's your teacher. Ask what it's here to show you. Seek the higher self. In moments of struggle, pause and connect to the part of you that transcends the chaos. Meditate, pray, or simply reflect. The answers are already within you. Integrate the lower self. Don't reject your pain, fear, or ego. Instead, work with them. Pull them upward, piece by piece, until they align with your higher self. Reach out. You're not alone in this. Share your journey, listen to others, and extend a hand when you can. Helping others often brings clarity to your own path. And embrace unity. Understand that duality is an illusion. Light and dark, higher and lower, they're all part of the same whole. True growth comes from integration, not separation. Adversity is the great equalizer. It strips us down, reveals our essence, and forces us to confront the duality within us. But in doing so, it offers the greatest gift, the opportunity to unify the higher and lower selves, transcend the illusion of separation, and become whole. This is the journey. It's not easy, but it's worth it. Each step you take toward understanding yourself, toward integrating your pain and your light, brings you closer to the unity you've been searching for. And as you save yourself, you'll find that you're not just pulling yourself up, you're lifting others up too. Together we rise. Keep seeking, keep growing, and keep pulling yourself and others towards the light. Humanfluence out.